You know, sometimes life doesn't change because of a big decision. Not because you suddenly wake up at 5 a.m., drink lemon water, run a marathon, and become a CEO by lunchtime. No. Sometimes life changes because of the smallest, tiniest, almost ridiculous promise you quietly make to yourself. And for me, yeah. It all started with a promise so small that if you blink, you might miss it. But somehow, it flipped my entire life upside down. Let me explain. I used to be that person who said, "I'll start tomorrow." Every single day. If procrastination was an Olympic sport, gold medal, standing ovation, national anthem playing in the background. Honestly, I was talented. I'd tell myself, I just need motivation. But motivation was acting like a deadbeat parent, never showed up. My life was basically scrolling, overthinking, eating something, scrolling again, regretting, and repeating. But then something happened. One night I was lying in bed, staring at the ceiling like it owed me money. I felt stuck. Not dramatically stuck. Not movie scene stuck. Just that quiet, uncomfortable kind of stuck where even your own thoughts are tired of you. My brain was like, "We've had enough. Please do something. Anything. A push-up maybe? A deep breath? Like, help us help you." I laughed out loud. But I felt it. That heaviness. So I whispered something to myself. A tiny promise. Just one simple thing. I said, "Tomorrow I will walk for 5 minutes. Just 5. Not for fitness, not for weight loss. Just to keep one promise to myself. No pressure, no perfection, just 5 minutes. Honestly, even that felt ambitious for my skill level. So the next morning I woke up feeling like a new person, motivated, inspired, ready to conquer the world. Then I stood up and remembered. I had promised to walk. My motivation packed its things and left immediately. But I still went. Because it was a promise, a baby promise, but still a promise. And let me tell you, those 5 minutes? Longest 5 minutes of my life. I checked my phone for the time every 10 seconds. A dog passing by looked at me with judgment. Even the wind felt like it was mocking me. But I did it. 5 minutes. Completed. And nothing magical happened. I didn't suddenly glow. Angels didn't sing. A movie soundtrack didn't start. But I felt proud. This tiny feeling, just a spark, but enough. I kept doing my 5-minute walk every day. At first it was annoying, then tolerable, then weirdly satisfying. I started to look forward to it. Not because I loved walking, no. Let's be honest, I still hated it. But I loved the feeling of keeping my word to myself. That was new and addictive. I started thinking, if I can keep one promise, maybe I can keep 2. So my genius self added another tiny promise. Drink 1 cup of water the moment I wake up. Simple. Harmless. I thought I was being reasonable. Then suddenly my body started acting brand new. Like, wow, hydration? Is this luxury? Calm down. It's just water. And here's the funny part. These little promises started messing with me. I started waking up earlier. Not by choice. My brain was like, we are a responsible adult now. Get up. I began cleaning my room without forcing myself. I even opened my planner and used it. 2 days in a row, which has never happened in the history of me. I was becoming consistent. Who was this person? Then it got worse. One day I caught myself saying, "I'll just do it now so I don't forget." Do you understand how dangerous that sentence is? That's the kind of thing productive people say. I almost cried. The craziest moment happened around week 3. I woke up, drank my water, did my walk, cleaned a bit. Then suddenly I found myself reorganizing the kitchen cabinets. Not because anyone asked, not because I needed to, but because I wanted to. I looked at myself like, are you okay? Blink twice if you're being held hostage. But no, it was just me keeping promises to myself. And accidentally becoming a functional adult. It felt weird, like unlocking a cheat code in life by mistake. One morning during my 5-minute walk, something clicked. I realized that all those years I felt stuck. It wasn't because I was lazy, or unmotivated, or unworthy, or destined to fail. It was simply because I kept breaking promises to myself. Big ones, small ones, all of them. And when you break your own trust repeatedly, your brain learns not to believe in you. But these tiny daily promises, they rebuilt that trust slowly, gently, quietly, 5 minutes at a time. And the funniest part? My original 5-minute walk. Yeah, it still takes me 5 minutes. I didn't turn into a marathon runner. I'm not going to the Olympics. Let's not lie to ourselves. But that tiny promise changed the way I see myself. Not because of the exercise, but because it proves something. When you keep one small promise to yourself, your whole life starts acting different. Not perfect, not dramatic, just better. And trust me, better is enough. So if you're feeling stuck, you don't need a life overhaul. You don't need a new personality. You don't need a 5 a.m. routine. Maybe you just need one tiny promise. One that's so small it feels silly. Start there. And who knows, you might end up reorganizing your kitchen cabinets too, by accident, like me. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, subscribe. I promise it'll be worth it. And look, I'm very good at keeping promises now.